Hi, welcome to Mystic Moons. I hope everyone is feeling well. Tonight is just a very quiet, sober night. It's Monday evening or Tuesday morning, early Tuesday morning. And we're just thinking about things. Thinking about what's happening in the political realm. In the world of what they tell us, what we see, and what we think, and what we do. Now, it's no secret that humans are into group thought, collectivist thinking, right? No secret at all. In fact, it's hard to even imagine if any one of us have an original idea. In fact, when you think of all the components that come into a simple hypothesis, what is what and when, how, all these adjectives and adverbs structure our thoughts. Today, let's take a thought, take a trip. Jeffrey Epstein is no secret to anyone. Jeffrey Epstein, the sex trafficker, financier, however you say it, the man was influential beyond expectations, beyond anyone's wildest dreams. He knew everyone. He was also a genesis. He thought highly of himself and highly of his genes, his anatomy, his body structure. So much so that he has reportedly created clones of himself. But that's another matter. Right now we're trying to figure, not really another matter, it's part of the equation. Right now we're trying to figure out he was just given such kid gloves. I mean, he was given the perfume of the air treatment. There's no word to describe his levitation among everyone. Even in criminal acts, he was high above all. Now, such a man who webbed such a completely unique web of what? Not lies. Foundation. Foundation of what? World domination, world tyranny. Tyrant. Being a tyrant was beyond the word. No, he was an authority of new life, a life that many of us can't even imagine. But he did, Jeffrey Epstein did. And who did he work for? He was a very powerful man with his smirky smile and his cocky attitude. He was even a professor without having even credentials. The man could pull strings. He knew everybody and anybody. And he knew just how far to take something. He knew presidents, royalty, prime ministers. Now, such a man, would he hang himself? Why? When he had recordings, he had pictures, he had witnesses. Now, is he dead? Is he dead? Did he actually kill himself? Do you believe that he actually killed himself when he had all that wealth, all that status, all those people, those wealthy, influential people just around his little pinky? Now, let's ask the spirits. Let's just calm ourselves down and think logically. Would such a man with such a background, he could easily fake his death? Why not? Live in opulence in some far corner or in some crowded townhouse, crowded, I don't mean crowded city, urban streets. Could he even he could have had plastic surgery. He could have, because he liked himself too much. I don't think he actually had plastic surgery, but he could wear prosthesis. He could wear a wax mask. He could do anything. Do you think he just walks among us? Do you really think he's dead? Cold, disintegrated, dead? Let's ask the spirits. Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? Really dead? Or is he part of a witness protection program? People, and you'd be surprised, even with Trump being accused. We all knew they knew each other. Even if you live in a couple blocks of town, you know people, you know what they do. Gossip springs. And the way I didn't know, oh, everybody knows everything. And you have your spies. Your spies are your lieutenants, your sergeants, your valet. To find out about everyone, it's easy. It's easy. And he didn't care. When you flaunt your wealth, people are curious about you. You become a curiosity. Even the bums on the street, standing in front of McDonald's in a busy urban place. They know the people when they come to get coffee, when they come to get the donuts. They know. You just stand and watch. You people are paid to stand and watch. Anyway, off the subject. Is he in the secret witness program? Jeffrey Epstein, a calculating individual with a universal smirk at life. He was going to do it Jeffrey's way. Jeffrey, Jeffrey, Jeffrey. He said, "You can call me Jeffrey." He flaunted that name. He flaunted what he did. And he knew picadillos. He knew people's weakness. And of course, the weakness is what? Libido, salacious activity. Now, is Jeffrey Epstein dead? Is he dead? Or is he living high and dry? Not dry, dry. High, high, high. First card we get is, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, we don't want to go there. We don't want to walk away. We don't want to talk about this subject. We want to keep looking and keep this a mystery. The mystery of Jeffrey Epstein's existence. His continued existence. Is he dead or is he alive? That's not a subject that's very popular. It's not a subject that's going to bring in the answers. Spirit, tell us. Let's cleanse the air a bit. Let's have some truth spirits come in. Is Jeffrey Epstein? Oh, it's a tired subject, you could say. But then why are they so keen on not bringing anybody into prosecution for these crimes or associating with this case? There's many, many mysteries, and Jeffrey Epstein is one of them. Okay, the next thing we have is strength. Walk away and hold your head up high. Believe in the story. Believe in the party line. He is dead. He is gone, or he has not gone. He was too strong to be snuffed out, and he didn't hang himself. How easy it is to make a life size, even a body oid of someone to act as a sleeve. It's easy. It's easy. It's been good. It's like technology. And then here we have the Nine of Pentacles. The appearance of the show. The show must go on. It's rather callous to say, but we're dealing with a rather callous bunch of people. People who have what others not would want, but could only dream of the power. I have your life in my hands. Well, the next card we get is the hero. The hero. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. It was almost as though he was like pretended a fake death, appearance and a fake death that he could go out with being called a pedophile, and he could go on to live with his riches, his kingdom. Well, the hero. He only has to answer to a few people because he has them all twisted around his finger, his pinky. The next card we get is the King of Pentacles. We see all this worship, all this what? You see all this opulence. These people are not poor people. These people are power people. These people have things to protect. Is protecting the empires more important than the integrity of the state of that empire? Apparently so. Apparently so. Yes, we have all this showmanship. We have all this strutting, all this show and tell of nothingness. Believe that he was killed. Believe that he hung himself. He didn't hang himself. He didn't hang himself. He found a way just to walk away and to hold his head up high and expect to have a good dramatic scene, which he was quite fond of theater. Obviously, he was quite fond of theater. And then he could still go around doing what he does in secret. And we have here supporters who are glad to have him quiet. We'll give you whatever you want as long as you don't become well known or you're publicized again. And here we have the King of Swords. Strange lot, isn't it? The King of Swords. Strange lot. King of Swords. Quiet. Meaning you don't speak about Jeffrey Epstein because it is a quiet scene. Oh, there's some animal outside. It's crying. Something outside. Oh, something outside is crying. Could that be almost like the life force, nature? It's quiet now. It's almost when you think about Jeffrey Epstein and what these people are capable of and what they've done to others. People without money are valueless to people with money. How can people, billionaires and trillionaires, really understand middle class, low class, upper middle class? They can't. They can't because they're not on the same level. They have given up things that other people don't want to give up. To have wealth centered in certain spots, oh, it's all in the genes. Eugenics play their high hand. All these things come into play. Now let's see once again. Let's see what this King of Swords is all about. And let's look at these. Let's just pick two cards. Let's just pick two things to give about. This kind of pokes its head out. And we have, what do we have here? Let's take this one. All right, we'll take these two. What do we have here? We have the Nine of Cups. Again, we have the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Four of Swords. This is what the word is. We don't talk about this right now. Again, the King of Swords, communication, directing thought patterns, manipulation. We have here, again, keep up the pretenses. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is another group plot. Well, the other one we had the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles and the they don't want him around. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Screaming outside, one animal is being pursued by another animal. Oh, it sounds terrible. The weak being devoured by the poor. The, the weak being devoured by the strong. Ah, the sounds, the night sounds, nature signs. Could it be? So right now outside, maybe a small little gopher was being eaten by a fox or a coyote, or attacked, protecting itself. And the same thing happens with humans. And the same thing happens with humans and non-humans. What we have here, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, could that be? And then we have the Four of Swords, timing card, annihilation, a timing card, and anticipation. Anticipation of what? The fact that it will be revealed that he is part of the witness protection plan. I don't think that will come out. But they don't want anything on Jeffrey Epstein. They don't want to talk about him. They don't want to dwell upon anything. No witnesses, no nothing. It's quiet, very quiet, too quiet. For a man as flamboyant as Jeffrey Epstein, fake death, witness protection program, which one do you see? If he was really dead, would not the list be public? Would not more be said about it, more honesty? Yes, I played around with Jeffrey Epstein, one could say. And then I found out what he was all about, and I was curious. Or I made a mistake. None of this. I don't know nothing, 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 nothing. Now, it seems as though Jeffrey Epstein did not just die by his own hands. And then they went through, when someone goes through the point of showing his picture, it's not necessary for us to see the picture of him laying on the gurney, his corpse. That was theater. Theater. People have the money to make anything, including a clone of someone, and actually have a clone have an existence of only a certain amount of hours. Those are called sleeves in the business, in the biology world, slang word, sleeves. Have we been taken for a ride? It smells. The situation smells. And can we really say that he's dead and gone? Smells. Situation smells. He could be in the witness protection program. It's just not spoken about. It's just not said. Otherwise, logically, morally, things would be more in the open, and they're not. They're not. They're more hidden than when he was alive. Did he even get the Diddy complex? The Diddy play? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's how lethal and how powerful the man is, and his information. We'll leave this subject, and you can think about, may draw your own conclusions. Logically, psychically, is Jeffrey Epstein really dead? Or is he smirking somewhere? Ha ha, ha ha. My mere name puts the fear of the bejesus in someone. The mere false pronunciation of my name. It's something to think about, isn't it? Well, until the next time, if you have any thoughts about this subject, please extend yourself. Please add, please give. And I would appreciate if you thumbs up, if you find this provocative, thought provocative. If it makes you think about the balance of power, it makes you think about where these people are at that grasp for power and riches, fame. Power. Power does strange things to humans. Power, control, absolute. Very strange. Until the next time, Mystic Moons is going to conclude. Leave you with this one thought. Sometimes evil is so great, it doesn't dissipate. It just spreads like roots of a tree. It grows and it grows. What you could see on top is not exactly what you can see in the bottom unless you dig for it. That's one thing Americans should learn to do. Dig, dig, dig into the hearts of other people. Why do they do such things? What do they ache for? What are they missing? What is the gain? What? To be lauded as the king and queen of what? That's an answer that has to be filled in. Until the next time, ciao.